let's get started. So what we are going to do is right now let's go ahead and input an image. But before that, let's center this my testimonials. So let's go to this div and then give a little bit of a class, something like my testimonial, yeah, and then go to style of CSS before the media query, right here, get it done, and then align the text to center, which is text align center. Now you have to have this in your mind that it is about text align center if you want to align some things to center with CSS. Okay, so the next thing is what we are going to do is we are going to give an image to this, and the other thing is to make the design of this one, I want to wrap this paragraph inside the I tag. I want to wrap this paragraph tag. I will wrap this paragraph. You will wrap this paragraph tag with information with the I tag, which is the italic tag, to make the text italic so that it would really look like a comment given by a customer. Yeah, like this. Okay. So yeah, basics are done, and definitely we have to provide the quotation mark. So here in the paragraph I'll be using some inline CSS, because we haven't used some inline CSS, and it is, I know it is not very good to use inline CSS, because most of the people, and even I recommend, web developers recommend and teachers recommend to use the CSS in a separate class as far as possible. Okay, just for demonstration purposes I'll be using inline CSS. Font size I'll reduce it to somewhere around 11 pixels. I think 11 is really small, so what about 12? Okay, 12 is great, huh? I think 13 would do the work, yeah, otherwise it would be too small. Okay, 13 would do. Now let's go ahead and select image for our customer. So guys, now inside the assets.webdesign.com, which is inside the images master bundle pack, I provided you with free. I provided you for free when purchasing this course. There should be a folder called assets.webdesign.com from where we took the trial.png picture. Get into this folder, which is person.png. Get into this folder, and there should be a file named as person.png. okay, so this file will contain the person image which we will be putting for our customer. Let's go ahead and copy this image and go back to our location, which is in desktop images, and just save this right here. So now we have the person.png in our images folder. Now over here, let's go to images folder and link it to person.png. If you go ahead and refresh, you can see the person image is right here. So let's reduce the size of this image. Okay, so if you go to the old tag, and you can provide this HTML property width, and we can say something around 150 pixels. Yeah, okay, I think 150 pixels would do. But according to this website, since this explore more and these boxes, what we have done is really like somewhat big. So like we can put this image person to somewhere around 200 pixels, and yeah, I think it would work. I think 200 pixels would work, and font size would be at around 14 pixels. Yeah, okay, great. Now it is our time to copy this thing and get 2 more customers done. Copy this and then put this inside, paste this inside the same row, but after the end of the first column twice, so that it is 4, 4 and 4, which is equal to 12. And then it is about indentation. Indentation is really important, you know. When a developer is reading this, he can read this when there is a nice looking indentation. Okay, so you can do this indentation using a delete and backspace buttons, you know. Yeah, so you can use this you can use command minus mark to zoom out from your Visual Studio Code window, and command plus mark to zoom in to your Visual Studio Code window. Okay, so if you want, you can use some comments over there, and here you can see we have 3 customers with the 3 perspective names and positions, which you can write when you're doing a real-time project. Since we don't have data, I'm just using some dummy text, you know. But for a long time we couldn't check out our long time we couldn't check out how this would work in the mobile view. So let's go ahead and see how this works in our mobile view, and whether our bootstrap is working really well, and whether we need to change anything to match the mobile view content. So let's go back to the mobile view. Okay, so let's go to inspect, and here I am inside the iPhone X. First page is looking for really cool web design, and these things are pretty good, and even our computer is good design. This quotation is also really good, from Steve Jobs, a comment from Steve Jobs, and the works, they are also looking pretty fine with it, right? If we click on this one, I'm forwarded to facebook.com. yeah, but we have here like somewhere around 8 work which is like too much in content. So because the user has to scroll down so much, it is like 8 pages, 8 sections, which is like too much in content. Yeah, what you can do is like what we can do is, you can only present like 4 content out of these 8. Out of total 8, you can simply present 4 content only in the mobile view. So let's see how we are going to achieve that target to display only 4 content in our mobile view. And our testimonials are always looking fine. Okay, I think that is all right with this. Okay, now let's go ahead and make this only 4 will be displayed. So I am going to omit last 3 products, last 3 work we have done. I'm going to omit them and just display 4 or 5 in our iPhone X. Okay, just display like 4 or 5 in our mobile version. So let's see how, using Bootstrap, how you can hide elements in different devices. Okay, so these last 3, my work from web design, social media and Apple, I am going to hide them. So let's see how we can hide them. After my work BG, I am going to say D none. Okay, D-none. D-none means display none. That means I have hidden the first one. We have D none. If I save this, go back and refresh, now you can see that that is not there. I have only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The 8th one is not there. And even here, you don't have it. Yeah, display none means do not display this box in any single device, not even in a mobile phone, not even in a desktop. Okay, display none. And then I am going to say DSM block. Okay, DSM block means, SM means small devices which are from the tablet. Okay, up from the tablet and up from the tablet and upwards. So first of all, I'm going to say display none, do not display this in any single device, and then I am going to say display this from the tablet and upward. Display, D means display, SM means the tablet, block means, okay, display it, show it. Okay, none means do not show it. Now if I refresh, it is not there in the, it is there in the desktop version, but still in the mobile version there will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There will be only 7. Even in the iPad there will be 8. Okay, there will be 8, but in the mobile version there will be only 7. And in iPad also our website is looking really responsive, isn't it? So we can reduce 2 more, yeah, using the same code like this, D none and DSM block. I'll copy this and paste this over here and over here. So now in the mobile version it would be much more smaller. See, we have only 5. So now we can just reduce 1 more to make this 4. So I'll just remove the last one above also. Sorry, it went to Apple. Okay, so now I refresh. Now if I refresh, it is only 4, and it is really cool, I think, because the size of the website is eliminated. So the user is feeling happy user, huh? So yeah, so we have completed everything except the footer. I think for the index.html page this is really enough. And what else we should do is we should be adding the footer for our websites. So let's go ahead and add a footer for our website in the next video, and I think these sections are really enough. So yeah, thank you.